Welcome! In this video, I'm going to showcase our MAKIRA Invoice solution. I'll present two scenarios. The first one is going to be an invoice without a purchase order reference, and the second one will be with a purchase order reference. For this demo, we will be using SAP S/4HANA Cloud ERP. Here's an overview of the process for the first scenario for an invoice without a purchase order reference. First, our vendor creates and sends an invoice without a reference to a purchase order. It's received by MAKIRA Capture. That will extract all relevant data from it. This happens automatically. Next, the document is parked and completed in our SAP system with default GL account used. Finally, the responsible user for the cost center approves the document, and then it's posted and released for payment. Let's start the demo now. First, I'll be playing the role of the supplier. As a supplier, I have prepared an invoice. This invoice has no purchase order reference and includes 5 items. Now, the only thing that I need to do is to send the invoice attached as a PDF to a designated email address. MAKIRA Capture finds the email and extracts all the relevant information from it automatically. Now, let's switch to our SAP Cloud ERP. Here, we are already logged in, and we need to navigate to Supplier Invoices list. Right there on the top is the invoice that I've just sent. I can open it and have a look at it. The invoice is parked. And if you decide, you can also post it. Here is all the data that has been extracted by MAKIRA Capture. Each of the lines are coded with both GL accounts and cost centers. This is automatically set by using the powerful features of MAKIRA Create, which can also help automating account assignment. Down below the attachment is also available for review. The invoice is already coded, and there is nothing else that we need to do. I will just click Edit, and then I will save it as completed. And here's the confirmation. Now the user responsible for the cost center receives a notification. When he clicks on it, the invoice opens in his inbox. Here, they can also see all the details. They can check if there are any comments, and the original PDF is attached so the user can also have a look at it. On the bottom, they find the Release and Reject buttons. There are also Show Log, Claim, Forward, and Suspend options. Now I will approve the invoice by clicking the Release button. That's it. If I navigate back to Supplier Invoices list, I can verify that the invoice is posted and released for payment. This is the end of our first scenario. Now let's go back to the overview of the process. This time, the invoice is going to have a reference to purchase order, and the process is very similar. Our vendor creates and sends an invoice again, but this time the invoice has a reference to a purchase order. It's received by MAKIRA Capture, where the data is automatically extracted. Next, the document is posted in our SAP system. I will act as a supplier again. This time, I've prepared an invoice with a purchase order reference and 1 item. I again send the invoice to an email. Once again, MAKIRA Capture is extracting the relevant information. Acting as the customer, I will just switch to my SAP Cloud ERP again. I just need to refresh the list, and here's the invoice, and this time it is posted. Here is the extracted data again. Here is the item, and this time it has matched with the purchase order item based on the material text. If you remember, here in MAKIRA Integration, the creation method is set to post. And once again, the attachment is available. The status is free for payment. The standard SAP S/4HANA Cloud workflows for invoice approval could be started for these invoices that we have just created. That's just a matter of configuring SAP Standard. This is the end of our demo. As you can see, the creation of documents happens automatically. And it has never been easier.